£50,000 or £1,000,000. The coin toss that reveals how you think. Yes, this is Mark and Pete. We are asking the question, what's the quickest way to understand human nature? Well, what you can do is offer people a guaranteed fortune, then tempt them with a bigger one. Yes, this is Mark and Pete, two blokes with half an opinion. Now, here's our first thought.
The flip of a coin, a cut of a card. Watch your back and keep your guard. A roll of a dice, the spin of a wheel. Your money is there to lose or steal. Bingo, lottery, or an alluring raffle. Gambling is beguiling to truly baffle. Yes. Now, if you had the choice of instantly receiving £50,000 or flipping a coin for a 50-50 chance of £1,000,000, which way would you go? Mr. Pete, this is an interesting scenario, isn't it? It gets to the mindset of how you think, the principle of risk. First of all, which way would you go on this gamble?
I said it's. I tried to say it so quickly you didn't finish. Yeah, I'd take the money. Thanks. Bye. I think the thing is, $1 million is a lot of money, but zero is nothing. £50,000 is a lot of money. I take it. So that would be my thinking. It doesn't. If just to go through my thinking, I guess people at home will try to think it through as well. The scenario is £50,000 or a choice between £1,000,000 or nothing. So those are your two choices. So that's why I went for the £50,000, because to me, even with the superstar wages that we get on Mark and Pete, it's a lot of money.
Well, it is a lot of money. Yes.
Just, Mr. Mark, if I just change it up a bit, just very slightly, what if it were £5?
Now we'll come on to that.
So you really need to have your maths head on to make the right decision here. That's what I think.
Okay. Well,
I haven't asked you though. What would you do?
Now you see, the thing is that, as you already say, if it was the scenario of £50,000 or flipping a coin for 1 million, I would flip a coin.
Oh, right.
Now, of course, that is a big gamble. You may not have anything, but at the end of the day, you go into it not losing anything. So that's my philosophy. Now, if it was the other way around of, let's say, for example,
Mr. Mark, £50,000 really isn't very much to you, because as a member of the landed gentry and everything.
The point being is, if it was based upon the idea of lose £50,000 or win $1 million, I wouldn't enter. But here, let me come on to this particular scenario. So YouGov, the research company, did this survey of a group of people and found that women voted 82% in favor of the guaranteed cash. That's interesting, isn't it? That's a very high percentage. Now, nearly 3/4, about 73%, but very nearly, of the 4,600 adults asked in the survey said that they would also take the £50,000 straight away. Now, just over a fifth, that's about 21%, went for the chance of £1 million. And 6% of those asked sat on the fence and simply couldn't decide. Now, it's interesting you mentioned about changing the scenario.
Yeah.
Because obviously, if you do change the scenario and the cash, so for example, if you were to maybe lower the figure, you're in a slightly different game, aren't you? Because if you suddenly decided that, let's say, for example, you were only going to have, let's say, a tipping point for everyone, repeat the survey instead of a guaranteed £5 or offer a 50-50 chance for £100, most people will probably go for the £100 bet because of the difference is not that great. Whereas £50,000 versus £1 million is a greater offer. So it's about your attitude to risk and what you see that could potentially affect your life. Because when you think about £1 million, I mean, obviously, that even in today's world is a lot of money.
Yeah.
That is life-changing. So that very idea that you could earn £1 million, is it worth a gamble?
Yeah, I see the thinking, but you see, For me, it's just that if you're offered £50,000, you're guaranteed to get it. That, to me, that's a lot of money, £50,000. So I could spend it like that.
Yes, I'm
As
sure you
soon as
could.
you reduce it, then the £1,000,000, of course, becomes more attractive. Even if it were £5,000, I'd take the risk. You see what I mean?
Well,
It's whether it's enough that I don't want the risk of not having it.
no.
Because so if they give me 50,000, I mean, what you could do, of course, is say, look, just put the £50,000 there, and then you take both when you think.
Yes. Now, what's interesting is younger people generally earn less, and yet, according to the survey, those aged between 18 to 24 are more willing to take the bet on the 1 million than any other age group. Now, I wonder whether that's a mindset, because it's usual, not standard, but people between 18 and 24 don't have as much money,
Yeah,
or
sure.
probably see money in a different way and view what money can do as you get older. So, does that surprise you that younger people are prepared to take the gamble?
It does, because they seem to be very risk averse to me. So yeah, that is a surprise to me.
Yes.
When I just from my knowledge of young people, as you know, I'm as the regular listeners will know. In addition to podcasting, I do some teaching, sort of on an ad hoc basis. So I'm still in schools around the country, speaking to young people, schools and colleges, and yeah, I see. My impression is, of course, this is not a wide survey, but my impression is they're very risk averse. So I'm surprised that there you are. That's a bit of an insight. Um, yeah, I'm very averse to gambling. So this is an imaginary scenario. In practice, I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do the whole thing.
Yes.
I wouldn't take the 50,000, or they go for I just wouldn't do the whole thing. Someone comes up, "Do you want to do this survey in which we do this?" No. So, it's because it's an imagined scenario, I would think about it, but I don't like earning money through chance. It's not specifically gambling. It's not risk taking, because I'm not putting money down. But I just don't like it. When I was a wee whippersnapper, I was given some premium bonds by my uncle,
Ah.
and as a Christmas present, and I immediately got my parents to buy them off me, because I didn't want any money from them, because I saw, in the same way, I saw it as this chance thing, which I just have an aversion to. It's just a personal thing. So in actual fact, I wouldn't do it. Similar to gambling, I just don't like the idea of it.
Well, indeed. Well, listeners, what would you do? You got a different view. Maybe Mr. Pete is a little bit more cautious. But what if, the Mark and Pete show said, well, we'll say, we'll flip a coin on the basis that, you could either have, say, for example, £1 or maybe £1 billion. But the
Yeah,
principle
yeah,
being is this, that when I flip the coin, it's heads I win, tails you lose.
yeah.